Welcome and happy Halloween, my friends of the interwebs. Today's Halloween special video will be a Halloween beer review. Now, the three beers that I've chosen for this review will be 1, Scarecrow, 2, Werewolf, and third but not last, Witchcraft. See if I can give you a little bit better view of what the labels look like. That's the Scarecrow, the Werewolf, and the Witchcraft. Now, before we get into the review part of it, let me tell you a little bit about the beers. The Scarecrow is a organic beer. Claims to be an organic beer. 100% organic. It's a golden pale ale, and it's made by Witchwood Brewery in England. It's an English beer. The Werewolf, the claim to fame to that, two interesting things. Now, I've had English beer before, but I've never had a beer from this werewolf country, which is Lithuania. Okay? Now, the big thing about the Lithuanian werewolf beer is it's a whopping 8.2% alcohol by volume. To put that in perspective, Budweiser, I believe, is somewhere in the neighborhood of 5%. So werewolf it'll have you howling at the moon, I'm sure. And then Witchcraft is also made by the Witchwood Brewery in England, and it's a blonde beer. I don't think I've ever had a beer that's a blonde beer. I don't know what a blonde beer is, but I'm about to find out. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the Scarecrow first, then the Werewolf, and then the Witchcraft. I'll take a fair drink out of each one, and then I'll let you know what I think of them. So, here we go. The Scarecrow. Now, I know this isn't really the proper way to pour a beer. Normally I would tilt the glass. But it's got a decent head. It's got an interesting golden color to it, which, considering it's called a golden pale ale, that makes some sense. Kind of the color of piss. So let me take a swig of this and see what I think. It's got a good smell to it. It's got a real clean smell. It's a little bitter, but it's not bad. It's actually, the bitter taste gets a little bit stronger. But let me give it another swaller here. No, I could drink it, but I don't know. I'm gonna give the Werewolf a whack. It's quite a head on the Werewolf. The Werewolf is actually like piss in the morning color. It's real dark, but it's like a yellow. Yeah, it's a yellow piss look to it. Even the foam, if you compare the two, the foam's darker. So, actually, it doesn't smell bad. That's some nasty ass beer. That's nasty. It is. I don't even know what to say about Werewolf. I would have to already be drunk before I start drinking that swill. Okay, and the Witchcraft. And the Witchcraft, the color is a lighter color, like the Scarecrow. And, well, of course, they're made from the same brewery, and truthfully, they're probably the same damn beer. But let me give it a try. Doesn't smell bad. The foam's a little darker than the Scarecrow. You know what? This might be the best of the three, actually. Yeah, I could drink that. It's not great, but, definitely not bad. Well, to sum it up, the Scarecrow is drinkable, but it's got a bitter taste that seems to keep on keeping on. The Werewolf is pretty much undrinkable. However, if you can stomach the Werewolf beer, with an 8.2% alcohol by volume, a few of those probably put you on your ass. So if you're looking for the killer buzz, Werewolf might be the one to go with. Of the three, Witchcraft, in my opinion, is the better of the three. But then, you know, I'm not a beer connoisseur. Well, they seem to produce what your beer usually produces, which is belching. Yeah, you know, I could drink the Witchcraft. I could see sitting down and having 5-6 Witchcrafts in one night. But the other one's not so much. Scarecrow maybe would be okay if you were eating something with it to take care of that bitter taste. And like I said, if it's just all about getting hammered, you'll be howling at the moon with Werewolf. Anyway, before I let you go, I wanted to give a special shout out to Gungeek, who does these beer reviews a lot better than I do. Also, a huge shout out to the Fiveawesomedrunks. I told Clock about 5 months ago that I would do a shout out vid, and I never got around to it. So Clock, this one's for you. And who else? Too many people to mention. Hey, I did notice that Tom Searson's channel got taken down. Really a shame. I hate to see false DCMAs. I really hate to see that. So you know what, Tom? One of these beers is for you, buddy. I know you've got some issues with some of the other players on YouTube, but you know what? Hey, we're all one happy community. So anyway, listen. Big shout out to all three of you guys. Well, I guess Fiveawesomedrunks is really 5. So okay, all 7 of you. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fun and safe Halloween. Try not to drink too much. Don't hit any little kiddies on the road. And until next time, have a good one.